Present.
Here.
Also in attendance is the fiscal officer Brian, the VA Matthew, Brett Rogers, the police chief, Debbie Smeltzer, that's
Sure.
Debbie Schaffner, council member, and Brandon McCreary, council member. Can I have approval of the minutes of September 8th, please? What happened to October? Oh,
We
he's
didn't have
not.
a meeting. Wade was not here at this, as it's.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
You were here in September.
September,
Before
September.
last month,
September,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay, I say we approve of those.
And I'll second it. All in favor? Oh,
Aye.
discussion?
Oh,
Okay,
Aye.
all in favor? We do not have any visitors tonight, because it's cold and snowy and nobody wants out. The goals are to keep spending within appropriations. There isn't any old business. Review of the monthly financials, please, from our fiscal officer.
Okay, so we got 2 months ago, we all just go through quickly. In September, we ended up with a balance of $2,616,640.57. Total deposits for the month was $457,000, and payments were $550, and they started paying 4 there, and or 542,000, sorry, 195. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything out of the ordinary that month. The biggest expense that month was our annual bonds payment for $137,000. We had a pump repair or brought a new pump for sewer plant for $24,000. And then we had another pump repair at the same place for almost $15,000. Pumps up to the sewer plant are very expensive.
Yes, they are.
Rosati windows was $8,000, that was for the doors. Right?
Yep.
Or was that for the awning? I can't remember.
No, the
Yep.
awning was through Capital City, Capital Awning.
Oh, okay, so that's.
So the Rosati was the doors and the hardware.
So that's pretty much it for that. Unless you have any other questions.
I don't have any questions. Do you guys
V3.
have any questions?
Well, V3 had a lot of different stuff there. The one was
B3, well, that's probably the first payment for the well replacement.
the 45.9. Okay.
Star High was 2,100. Reading distribution was 94,000 in September.
Are you on the metrics?
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry. 9 months out of the year, that's 75%. So as you can see, the appropriation status, we're always below the 75%, which is good.
Which is great.
And then everything in the general fund is everything above normal. So the revenues anticipated are exceeded so far. Well, they're going to exceed for the rest of the year because we've already met our budget. And then of course appropriation status there.
Hello.
So are there any questions for September?
No
Nope.
questions from me?
Moving on for October.
There you go.
So October, our bank balance actually went up $100,000.
Appropriations.
Why is that?
We ended up with $2,747,718.90. Why is that? 'Cause we took in receipts of $423,000 versus.
From?
Well, that's just what we took in.
Oh,
Receipts
gotcha.
were. Then we had expenses at $291,000. So we took in $100,000 more than we brought in. It's good.
It's good. We can pay the light bill.
Those adjustments you see on that first page, what those are is, remember I tell you when the V3 invoices us for the subdivision review,
Yeah.
that's reimbursement. I applied
Oh,
reimbursed, so, there's that.
We doing okay with that now?
Mhm.
Okay.
Moving on to the payment listing, $291,915.52 worth of checks. D3 went from, it was 33,000 last month.
I saw that.
That's all related to the well project. And those are loan, that's loan money, by the way. Just to give you guys, remember, these are actual loans. They submit an OWDA, don't write us a check, they
To replace that.
they deposit it into our bank account, and then I write the checks. So that's actual loan money.
Okay.
There's really nothing out of the ordinary unless you see something wrong.
I didn't see anything. Did you guys?
Moving on to the metrics. Star was $2,188 last month. Rita was $105,752 last month. 10, 12, steady, 83%, roughly. So we're doing that, good there, of course. On the revenue side for the general fund, except for cable print, of course, I'll probably get another check here next month, but, we don't get as much as we used to. It's going down some, a little bit. Probably 'cause people are getting Charter Spectrum during
Yeah.
we used to get about 32,000, we get about 28,000 and change.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What's the status on the annexation of Circle K?
That's a Jeff question.
That would be just.
Curious, just as a revenue aspect of
Yeah.
that between gas tax and.
Yeah.
It has, I can tell you, that has not been annexed yet. I think that's next.
It's annexable now, and they have an agreement, I think we should make sure we don't.
Yeah, jump
dilly
on that.
dally,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Because that's money you're never gonna recoup.
yeah, cause for the two gas stations we cut now, it was $15,000 a month.
Correct. And that was
You-
probably
you-
more.
You get that doubled.
Yeah, so I just, yeah, we're talking about revenue.
Yeah.
And then the appropriations report for October.
Going back to your question, I do know he's working on new documents. I don't know that I'm sure that includes Circle K.
Because the farm's in now, that was gonna be the first one that was done, and that's what.
Clampus.
Contiguous,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
the one out there, the one, they're not contiguous by the tracks, it went, that farm that
Oh,
developed would have to be in before Circle K would be contiguous, right?
That's
Or is it the
Clampus.
corner, is Landis is on the corner that he's also working, he's told Catunia, but he's not reached out to us about wanting to annex as well. That would get us contiguous as well.
Just wanna make sure we put on the same time track.
Yeah, and I think Jet's idea is that we do it all at one time rather than doing piecemeal.
Right.
Is Clampus in though?
Clampus is in, but the one by Circle K
Is that the
not.
property before Taylor's?
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the one
Well,
at
we have-
Circle-
Taylor's.
It's been, we've already got the paperwork on the accountants to prove that. We have to wait so many days. And that's probably be next meeting,
Next
we'll have an
meeting.
ordinance.
The Circle K?
No, that does not include Circle K.
Who are you talking about?
The house before Circle K.
Taylor's?
On the same side.
They're not gonna do that. Are they gonna, I don't think she's gonna,
I know,
that's what they're working on?
I think the plan is to get
I
it
don't know if
through
they're working on
Landis is
her.
there on the corner.
I'm just saying that's up to the farm, and then you got the Taylor residence and Circle K.
Gotcha.
You're talking about another farm on the other side, right, of Circle K?
I thought the one that Catunia was annexing, that we ran the tracks all the way out
Yeah.
there to make sure it came in here to
Right.
Thurston.
Yeah.
Right.
Would make Circle K contiguous.
Right.
I don't know why she wouldn't want to come in.
They don't want to.
I don't know the
Is
answer.
she between the two?
She's between the two. It's the Clampus
she's-
farm, and then it's the
Taylor's or Solidays. And Soliday used to,
But the
that's the
farm
whole thing.
goes south from the
Yeah.
tracks, isn't it, touching Circle K?
I'm talking about along
Doesn't touch it.
36, I'm not talking about 37.
Right.
You're talking about the farmhouse along 37.
No.
I'm talking
No.
about
He's
the
talking
farm.
about
I thought the farm-
Taylor's.
I thought the farm
Ruth Ann
that
Taylor.
was,
The Clambeth farm you're talking
I
about.
thought it touched Circle K.
Oh, I thought it did too.
No.
I thought it went, that was the point, it went around.
I
I
don't know.
don't think,
I thought it touched Circle K.
I don't know.
The farm, there's only one piece of land between Circle K and the tracks, and that's the one that Jennifer Lasky's the trustee of.
No, I'm talking about between the farm that Petunia is bringing in and Circle K.
There's a farm, but there's a farm plot between
There
that.
is a plot between.
Owned by the same person.
Oh, it's L-shaped around Circle K?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that piece that's around Circle K that goes all the way to the tracks, and then when you come west, there's a little spot there with a little house. Those people, it's the same trust that owns
Is
both
it a
those.
separate parcel like that one
It is
could
a
be
separate
annexed
parcel,
and the other
it's
one not?
2.75 acres.
Is there anything on it?
Um, Looks like there's a little house on it, or a barn or something. Oh, yeah, that's the one where they just put the new porch on, isn't it? It's got a garage behind it.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, it's
Don't know.
2.75 acres.
Got a question? Got a question?
hmm. But he could, if we get,
That little piece doesn't make any difference of anything, because it's contiguous behind it to both farms.
but then that makes Circle K not contiguous.
Well, as soon as you,
Not unless you do it across the street.
Yeah. I think
did she annex the
Petunia,
tracks?
Petunia is trying to purchase that from Landis behind Dairy Queen.
So then it would go across 37 and
Yeah.
back up to Circle K.
Yeah.
well, but aren't the tracks in the village?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tracks are now
Okay.
good.
All the way to
So all
37.
those properties are contiguous to the tracks.
Right.
Not
The
the
Circle K is not.
But Circle,
Circle K is not. That's
right. So he'd have to get contiguous from
the
One
south.
of those other
Dairy
two.
Queen,
Yeah.
Bob Landis, Robert Landis property. Unless the
Well,
Solidays come
Petunia's
in.
whining was that we weren't making it happen fast enough as he started the annexation process on the property south of 37.
I know he started the process on the Lone A farm.
On the Lona farm, but
Yeah,
not,
but
that
not
doesn't
the
do
other
us any
ones.
good. I'm talking about the farm that surrounds Dairy Queen.
No, and because he has not purchased that yet, but I know he is, by his statement was that Landis could begin the process,
Right.
but we've not heard from Landis, so I think that's a conversation they've had, but it's not.
The thing that gums up the works that he gets all upset about is the time frame that the annexation's are. Okay, so the sooner that would happen,
could
the
just get
sooner we
that
could
done.
get Circle K
Yeah.
revenue.
Yep.
And for at that time, we could get Dairy Queens and farm credits too.
Yeah.
So they got payrolls.
That's right.
All right, back to appropriations for October. I don't have any questions, do you? You boys have any questions? Okay. Do I have approval of the financial reports?
Make a motion that we approve financial reports.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, we have ordinance 2025-42. Let's investigate that.
That is the budget for next year.
Oh, okay. Do you need it emergency today when we send it?
It's not finished, this is still a draft mode, we've
Oh,
got 3 meetings.
gotcha.
We don't have to pass tonight.
But we do need to send it to council.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can.
Well, we should,
You
because
should,
we only
but
have one more
there's-
meeting.
I didn't know if, I give you a rough draft copy of it, of the projected revenues and the proposed budget for next year's expenditures, and I was just gonna, yeah, you can send it on to council. It's still a work in progress.
Sure,
because
sure. Okay.
I just-
Do
I
we need a
just-
vote to
Well,
send a
didn't know if
motion
you
to
wanted
send
to
it to
talk
council?
about it. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it, if you wanted to, if you had a chance to look at it, if you had any questions. Like, for instance, in the water fund, right now we're showing a shortfall of 23,000. The sewer fund, we're showing a shortfall of $4,600. So as you can see, it's still a work in progress, because we gotta take those negatives and at least break even or positive.
Well, in my opinion, it's a moving target right now.
Yes.
There'll be another finance meeting the 1st of December.
Yeah.
And we could start the 3 readings in council, so we're not scrambling to get it
Right.
done next year.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the way I look
I wanna
at it.
get this in place before January 1.
Right, so we need to send, it needs to come to council.
That's what I think.
And running on a temporary was a nightmare.
All right.
As I say, I remember that was late.
Do we need a motion to move it on to council or just send it?
You can, to send it on up, but just know that it's still a work in progress.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm opening up the floor if you had any questions.
I didn't have any.
Have you looked at it? None of you
Yes.
have. Do you wanna look at?
In a month, we'll have all looked at it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I mean, okay,
I think you do a wonderful job.
I do the best I can.
I move that we send this on to, the council.
Second.
Do you have objections?
No.
Gotcha. I'll sponsor. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I may not be here January 1st to approve it on further.
Go with it.
I'll sponsor.
Okay. All right.
What am I sponsoring?
The budget for next year, ding dong. Oh gosh. Okay, we're sending it to council, he is the sponsor.
So, yeah, right now you're looking at, total projected revenues of 4.9 million and projected expenditures right now of 5.8 million.
Oh, we're in a deficit, good. We need money, folks,
Numbers on paper.
That's on paper, that's what's on paper.
it's a moving target. Alright, our next, if nobody has anything else, the next meeting is gonna be the second Monday in December, December the 8th at 6 p.m. I move to adjourn.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're out.
The only other thing I wanted to say about it, I did not put in OPWC in this budget. I'm not gonna make that in this year. I'm going to hold off until we get approval from it. Meaning, when they won't decide OPWC. We turned in for the Elmwood Jefferson project.
Right.
I know what that project cost is. It's like, 700 and some thousand. And, I didn't put that in the budget in here, except for the water and sewer portion, their share of the cost in the capital projects fund, because last year, they won't make a decision till February. And last year I had it in the budget and they didn't fund us, so I had to take it out. I'm gonna wait until they.
Okay, that makes sense. You can do a change then.
Yes.
Good deal. Alright, we're done.
Right. All right, I call the Rules Committee to order at 6:19 PM. Can we have a roll call?
Schaffner,
Yeah, present.
Foreman.
Here.
Present. Also in attendance, we have Fiscal Officer Brian Bibler, VA Matt Nyheiser, Police Chief Brett Rogers, Council People Darla Reedy, Gar Phillips, and Wade Cosgrave. Can I get an approval of the September 8th meeting?
Or makes a motion, we approve the September 26%.
McCrary seconds.
Roll call.
Foreman.
Yes.
McCray.
Yes.
Schaffner.
Yep. Visitors, do we have anybody who wants to speak at Rules Committee? Anybody? Steve, no?
Yes, it'll be under new business.
It'll be what?
Under new business.
Okay. All right, so 2025 goals, village alleys, Matt provided another map.
Are you talking about the first one that I submitted, or are you talking about the
Today's.
today's? So round two. So north of Railroad Street, all of those properties, technically, I mean, it is an alley that runs behind all those
I had
properties.
no idea there was an alley back there.
So we don't have any infrastructure back there.
It's not. That's why you don't, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
actually there, that's
No,
why.
it's- oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah. And then they're running north and south along the same that same area. I mean, there's no through traffic. There's no infrastructure. Butts right up against the railroad.
There's
So
no
we-
garages back in the.
There's no
I
access.
guess there wouldn't be now that I think about those houses, yeah.
The section there between Biggerton and Coomler,
That was the
it's
one that was
it's real. I mean, it goes up a hill and it's kind of bumpy and hilly. I mean, if you look at it, it just looks like backyard. It's not really even something that you would drive through to get from one place to another because, I mean, I took the Explorer up through there, but like I couldn't take my Civic up through there at all. So recommended vacating that. And then the section over here off of Coomler, it again, it doesn't even look like alley. It just looks like someone's backyard. So that part of Coomler is the part that bends around the corner, and then there's a few houses that set off to the left, and that alley.
Oh, wait. There is a house. And I have found this out by doing some door knocking in the past. I think I know where we are, or maybe it's over on Buchanan. There is a house like that you can't find because it's like in a backyard or something. Did you see that?
Well, not on that section. I didn't see anything that looked like. I mean, it
I'll
just
tell
looks
you
like
whose it
backyard.
is. It's Tina Hawkins' house. No, it's not.
And all those parcels have where it says main edition. They have access to that alley there. What is it like? Hydroxa something or other. It's got a
Yeah.
real funny name.
Yeah.
And
That's
it empties out onto North Basel. Yeah.
Alright, so if I recall correctly, didn't we say we would like look at these, but we didn't really wanna do anything right now, right?
Right, yeah, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't vacate them. I know in the past we've vacated some, and I don't really know why we wouldn't
Oh, so you do want to? I thought you had wanted to wait, actually.
on vacating them, and they just seem to keep coming up.
I think we said to do them bit by bit, or was it, I knew you were gonna present them.
Yeah, so we were just gonna
Few at a
take
time.
section by sections and just put eyes on the alleys, and that's, if I remember right, I think that was really the interest, was to just put eyes on it to see what we have and what we don't have. I do remember, I think Rick said, we don't wanna open a can of worms or anything, if things are going smoothly. So I don't know if we
That
want,
is why, yeah.
so we don't have to vacate them, of course, but those are just recommendations
I
when we
guess
put
my
eyes on
concern
it.
about not vacating them is that somebody 3 parcels in decides to start using it.
Yeah.
You're gonna anger the 2 in between,
Yeah.
and they're not really going to improve the alley to where it's of usable quality over the long term.
Sure.
And then it sort of becomes our problem, because they got this muddy mess in their backyard.
Yeah.
And if we don't wanna be responsible for it in the future, vacating it prevents that.
Yeah.
Well, I wanna get this truck and trailer off the street, so I'm gonna pull it through this alley,
Yeah.
and my neighbors can't say anything about it,
Yeah.
and then it evolves into a muddy mess,
Yeah.
and then it evolves into our problem.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's my thing on if we can vacate them because they're totally undeveloped,
Yeah.
I think we'd save ourselves grief in the future.
I
We
think,
can
I think,
fix the past.
I'm sorry, the first map where we suggested vacation, I think it wasn't as cut and dry on some of the ones we were saying we could vacate. I think these 3, if you drive by and look at them, there really is no reason that we would have them,
Maintain,
ma-
kept.
yes.
And
Yeah.
isn't that the main
No.
reason why we wanted to do the study anyway, so that we could move forward with vacating some of
Yeah,
these?
I
So
guess
that was the
Yeah.
main
The
purpose
one
of
that I
that.
have near my house, there
Yeah.
were neighbors there that liked to establish the fact that it was an alley even though it was grass.
Yeah.
And so they would literally drive through it
Yeah.
sure there's no utilities, right?
I talked to the chief, he said there's no reason to keep them for traffic. I looked over with, Tim Boucher, he said that the ones in orange, we don't have any infrastructure in
Okay.
there. And in alleys, it would be just, sewer.
What do we, I mean, if we wanna vacate these, do we need to send that to council, or do we do that here?
Basically, Jeff is there.
Okay,
Yeah, cause now, like, some of those you said were on the railroad tracks, cause normally half of it goes to one property owner and half of it goes
Right.
to another property owner. Cause on the railroad tracks, does it all go to the one property owner, or?
I would think
don't
so.
care who touches it.
So
I would
yes,
think so.
You send it to council, or you usually, or, no, what you do is you have, the committee would recommend legislation be prepared to vacate these out.
And we just give them a list of which ones we're
Yes.
referring to.
do you want to do them piecemeal like this, or do you wanna wait till the end and just do them all at
I
once?
think piecemeal would be.
Okay,
I looked at the first one.
okay.
I mean, I looked at
You
the
feel the
first
same- how
round,
you
and I
feel?
really didn't see it.
I think do them
Yeah.
case by case. I think that's why we thought to go ahead and have
Yeah,
him
it's like
present
just
them
looking at a
a
neighborhood
few at a
would
time
make more
rather than,
sense try to
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
at once.
Well,
Keep
does
things from
anybody
being
wanna make a
confusing.
motion to send it,
What's that?
does anybody wanna make a motion then?
Do we have a list?
Now, I would ask, I think it would be a good idea for you guys to look at, if you don't mind, just to put eyes on these to make sure, Connie and I were
Yeah, there's
ones
no
that.
urgency.
There's no urgency,
Okay.
and it would be, I think, a good thing.
Alright, so we'll keep this particular map on the agenda then for next meeting.
Yeah, we'll just move up to, and then hopefully round 3 will be, okay.
Yep, next rules committee.
Alrighty. Anything else about that anybody wants to say? Alright, old business, doesn't look, anybody got any old business they wanna discuss? New business, well, we did that, review round 2, we just did. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I was supposed to do
No,
look
that's
at
okay.
round 1.
No, round 1's already been looked at.
Well, I know, it was under 2025 goals. Codification of ordinances overlap with code sections.
McCurry brought this up 2 months ago, or at a council meeting, that someone had called her, that
Oh, that's
codified
right.
ordinances conflict with each other.
yes, and I actually submitted paperwork. So it was from Melissa.
Okay.
So, there are some questions in regards to some of our codes in town and how some contradict each other. And they are specifically named actually in that document that she submitted.
Oh, it's in, oh, okay.
Yeah, she shared a
Okay.
document.
I did not have anything ready for tonight on
That's
that.
fine, that's
But I
fine.
can have something for the next rules committee.
Yeah, so, and I think we've noted it a little bit before, cause some of it is confusing, but in reading it, they do seem to contradict one another.
Who has the document now?
I think it was an actual paper document, correct? I think I gave it to.
Can we get copies of it?
I
to
can
take
get
a look
copies
at?
and send them.
'Cause I put it on here because you brought it up in the council meeting.
Yep, I can get that out.
Alrighty, so, moving on, I guess, if you can get us, yeah, if we can get a copy, then we can look at it again before next meeting. Ordinance, oh my god, I can't see.
This is the one where, we had a records commission, it was on the agenda last month, but we didn't have a meeting. It's went through one meeting, we're just putting it by the committee tonight. It's the one where the records commission suggested,
Destroy the records.
no, well, they did that, but this has nothing to do with that. They developed, the state of Ohio allows us to charge $75 an hour to review body
Oh,
cam
yeah,
footage.
yeah,
Mhm.
And, up to maximum $750 for, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just been through one reading, then you have.
So we bypassed
you have-
committee then,
you have-
right?
We didn't bypass committee, that's why it's up for a second reading tonight.
Okay. So, what do we need to do then?
I guess, authorize it to go to council even though it's been in council.
I was gonna say, it's
Okay,
already
that's
there.
why I was
It's
confused too.
A bit of a,
Formally, authorize it to go to council.
Authorize to go to council so we can take it off the rules agenda. Is that what we need to do?
Yes, so, does anybody have a,
Forum makes a motion, we send it to council so we can get it off the agenda.
I second that.
alright, roll call.
Yes.
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 Yeah, basically, it just takes it off your agenda. And this last one, let him take over because he's the one putting it on.
Yeah, so developer tap fees, I just wanted to bring this to council's attention, maybe to be something that we could be thinking about. So, EIT, get the wastewater plant, we were talking about tap fees and development and all that. And he brought up that there was a community north of where he lives, like, I don't know what it was, but he lives in Granville, where they had a developer that was gonna develop a piece of land. They had plans for the tap fees, and then the development didn't go through, and then but there'd been some work done, and they weren't able to get the tap fees. This came up when we met with D.R. Horton, when we'd asked for them to maybe give us the first, like, phase 1 tap fees up front. They said that it's their practice that if they're doing 4 or 5 houses a month, then they would just pay for 4 or 5 taps for each month
I don't know
as
how
they
you
go
get
along.
somebody to do any more than that. I think, I did talk to him the other day, I think they may give us tap fees first of the year, early spring for 25 houses.
Okay.
They'll pay for them all at once.
Okay. And
I mean, that would help us, obviously.
Yeah, and I really haven't looked at it any further. I wanted to talk to you guys about it first to see if there was any interest in looking into it would probably have to be something codified, but if we wanted to require developers to pay by the phase, or if we wanted them to pay, I don't know. I thought it was worthwhile to at least bring up to discuss.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make somebody pay for something that they haven't done, I agree with it.
And we kind of do, so like right now, just with like one-off builds, we have a new build, we have a new build meeting where they'll fill out all their paperwork, applications and stuff. And one of the things they do is they pay for tap fees at that meeting. So we do have them pay before they do anything.
Right.
I think what we're talking about here is when we're talking about development, where we have some investment going into the ground. If we have any interest to,
Require a percentage or something.
I don't think it's a bad idea to have them pay per phase. So if they're gonna do
Yes, I agree.
phase 1,
But it's not,
yeah, we don't have anything in our code that requires.
How many phases
right,
are
but
they
that's what you're
having out
saying,
there?
maybe proposing
Well, I
that.
think
Yeah.
a lot of that depends on the weather. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure they've established
Right, I mean,
phases.
I don't think any developer on the books can come up with phases. That's a excuse me, a conversation maybe we should have with
Well, and
Jordan would be the soonest.
honestly, it seems like just yesterday, but our intention was to incrementally raise tap fees
Right.
at the first of the year, and the last time we raised them was the first of last year.
Right.
And so I guess when I made that proposal last year, it was expecting to make another incremental increase this year. And to me, that's an incentive that alone is an incentive to get them paid sooner than
That's
later.
true.
What about a minimum number of units? So,
Or something like that.
no
yeah.
less than 5 units or
Right.
10 units.
No, agreed with that 100%. I'd say 10 units would be better monetarily for us, 10 at a time.
Do you want me to contact some other communities and maybe get an idea of
I
what
think that would be a good
maybe
idea.
some other communities do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would,
And then-
Lifopolis would be a good one
Okay.
to contact.
circle back to that one. Increased tap fees last year, is that ordered to incrementally increase every year?
I don't believe it
No,
was.
it's not.
I think it was my intent.
No, but we gotta watch how we do that too, cause like, we've given these developers that are, like the people from Dayton, we told them what the tap fees are. I think it would be hard pressed if they're gonna build that many houses out there on 256, in the middle to say, well, your tap fee's raised again, cause we gave them kind of a set amount. But we haven't, there's no set amount for the rest of anything else out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
I
we are
agree.
the cheapest, there's no
yeah,
question
the
about
price
that.
is what the price is when you pay them. It's the
Right.
price we gave them was the price they were then.
Right.
It isn't what if they don't want to get them paid and get it done, then
Right.
they're going to go up,
Right,
Well,
as
and if-
everything else did in the last
right,
year.
yes.
if they have the incentive, if, hey, I'll pay for 15 if that's what it is right now.
Buy in bulk.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know I
some
was
type
going to
of
need to buy
minimum number
5,
of
and
units.
they were going to go up, and I bought the 5 before they went
Right,
up.
I almost
Yeah.
feel like we
Yeah.
our while too. I mean, monetarily it would be worth our while.
It would help us.
Yes, 100% it would help us. We need to talk.
I would say let's talk to another municipality or two. Because
Yes.
I almost feel like it would almost be better to have it so that if they're gonna do a larger development, we almost need a bond or something in place that if the thing fails, we still get you know what I mean?
Now
Some
we-
sort of a insurance policy that we're gonna recoup our investment
Yeah.
off of your plans.
I do believe that we do have,
A performance bond
Yeah.
of some sorts. So if the thing would stop, we can get made on whole on
Yeah.
our portion of the investment.
and I think that's in our, I'll print that off
Yeah.
and bring that.
Yeah, I'd say the part pertaining to our investment should almost be locked in rather than based on tap fees that may or may not come.
Yeah.
Sounds like the same kind of wording that was in with the annexations and our obligation to pay for all the surveys and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, there should be there should be something in there about the tap fee, so we secure that. That's,
I'll look into that and bring
Okay.
that to the next rules.
You know, B3 may have
That's true.
an opinion on that too, of how the other municipalities,
I'm sure they would. I'm sure
should
they
say
would.
that right, but how other villages do it.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so look into it.
It's not on the agenda, we forgot to add it, but, we do have a recommendation coming from the tree commission
Okay,
regarding members.
okay.
Mr. Conlon,
Come on up,
would
Steve.
you please?
We always like talking to Steve.
That's right.
Good evening. Good evening. The tree commission is governed under the umbrella of Village Chapter 254, and the code as it's currently written. The Village Tree Commission is governed by Chapter 254 of Village Ordinances, and the code as currently written says that the commission shall be 3 to 5 members. And I'm delighted to say that we have more interest than that right now. And given that the current members are not getting any younger and that we actually do some physical labor throughout the year, we would welcome some additional help. So we are recommending that council modify that section of code to allow 3 to 7 members on the Village Tree Commission.
Yeah, of course. I don't know
Any
why we wouldn't
questions,
do
I'd be
that.
happy to answer.
It's the easiest thing I've heard.
Yes, it is. You're right, Debbie.
No one wants to argue with
We'll
me.
make it 15 if you want us to, Steve. I don't care.
Up to.
Yeah.
Meetings will get longer.
Hey, but
Yeah.
how do we do it?
You've met the tree commission. Do you really want that many more of them?
I say, will they be non?
254 is the section I have, if
So-
that's still current. I don't know.
What do we gotta do to do that?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're talking about a paper
Send
document.
up to council to modify section 254 of the codified ordinances, increasing the membership from
Anybody wanna
3 to 7.
make a motion for that?
Pardon? It's currently 3 to 5. We are recommending 3 to 7.
Okay.
Do I have a motion?
McCreary makes a motion to change the codified ordinance for the tree commission, which is section 254, from 3 to 5 members to 3 up to 7 members.
4 seconds.
Roll call. Is it actually to change it or just to send it to council?
actually, it would be just
Send it.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Thank you all,
done.
and good night.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Steve.
sir.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
All right, any visitors, decide they wanna talk to rules committee? If not, next meeting will be held on the second Monday in December, December 8th at 6:30 or immediately following finance. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
McCreary moves to adjourn.
4 seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Are adjourned, 6:40 PM.
Jeff, take a phone call.
Huh?
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And deliver us from temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Before we get started, I just wanted to recognize, I know Gar and I know Wade are veterans. Are there any other veterans in here? I wanted to recognize all the veterans in here, and that we appreciate your services, and it's a pleasure to serve with you all. Okay, can I have a roll call, Brian?
Here.
Here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If I get approval of the minutes of September 22nd, first.
Floor makes a motion that we approve the September, was it 8th?
22nd.
Meeting as presented.
Foreman,
Yes.
McCreary,
Yes.
Cosgrave.
I think I was doing that one.
Yes, you were gonna ask.
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Reedy,
Abstain.
Okay, now we're going to move,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry, move to October 22nd,
Floor makes a motion we approve.
27th,
Approve
I'm
the
sorry.
minutes of the October 27th meeting as presented.
let's see, Wade and Garland. Foreman,
Yes.
McCreary,
Yes.
Cosgrave,
Abstain.
Phillips,
Abstain.
Reedy,
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Okay, and last but not least, if we get an approval of the minutes for November 3rd.
McCreary moves to approve the minutes for the special meeting of November 3rd.
Foreman seconds.
Cosgrave,
Abstain.
McCreary first.
Yes.
And Foreman,
Yes.
and Cosgrave abstained. Phillips,
Yes.
Reedy,
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Okay, and can we get an approval of the agenda?
Foreman makes, or is there any amendments to the agenda or any changes?
None
Okay.
that I'm aware of.
Foreman makes a
Okay.
motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
Reedy seconds.
Foreman,
Yes.
Reedy,
Yes.
Cosgrave,
Yes.
McCreary,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
and
Okay, we'll go right into visitors. Is there a visitor list, Brian?
John, you didn't say. James Weaver,
Nice seeing you all again. I just wanted to say that if there is going to be a move in the trash from Rumpke to local waste, the decision needs to be made tonight for that, just based on timelines. Next week we've got 1 week until Thanksgiving, and then we've got about 3 weeks until we get into the holidays. We still have plenty of time now. I've already driven through the community and counted all the carts. I've got plenty of supply, everything ready to roll. So I would just encourage council to make a decision one way or the other tonight if possible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Weaver. Okay, with that, we'll go into village administrative reports. I really don't have anything other than the fact that I was gonna bring up the grant that Matt was working on. I'm glad he brought it up when he did. I think we're all in agreement that the top of that list for a grant would be the water, then the paving, obviously. And then but we may apply for 2 or 3 different things so we could get approved for one of them. If it's the county commissioners that duel that money out, I probably wouldn't count on getting any of it. I'll just say that publicly.
Say it isn't so.
So, yeah, well, if I'm wrong, then eat some crow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out an example.
Right.
We haven't gotten county money before.
Yeah, as we should, because we are the fastest growing village in, largest and fastest growing village in Fairfield County, so we'll see how that works out. Village Administrator, do you have any reports, please?
The only thing I want to highlight from my report is that we did get 3 financial scope of, not scope of works, 3, qualifications for the financial firm. With V3 is encouragement, we went forward with Raftellus to request them to give us a scope of work, an agreement, and they submitted that 2 weeks ago. They emphasized more of the rate study, whereas Turner and I recognized that what we really wanted was with financial structures is what we wanted. So we asked them to retool that. They got us that today. We're going to review that and then hopefully have that before council at the next meeting for your review. Raftellus, Raftelis. And the only other thing is, and I've never done this before, but I would like to request an executive session at the end of the meeting regarding possible litigation. Would include everybody here at the table, minus Mr. Vaco.
Okay. Yes. Minus our litigator. Okay, is that it, Matthew?
Yep.
All right, Mr. Fiscal Officer, do you have anything? Okay. Mr. Solicitor?
2 pieces of legislation on the agenda for first reading. One is to approve an agreement with Jacobs Engineering Group for professional services. This is for improvements to the wastewater treatment plant, and the other one is the permanent annual appropriations ordinance for 2026. Second reading on the public records policy, and that's it, legislation-wise.
Thank you, sir. All right, we'll go into Village Council Committee reports. Finance Committee?
We did have a meeting tonight, Mr. Mayor, and we discussed finances from a couple of months, since we didn't have a meeting last month. Everything seems to be running well. We have on the agenda, we're sending to council to start approval of 2026 budget, and it's in the works right now.
Good.
Next meeting is December 8th at 6 o'clock.
Okay, Service Committee?
Service did not meet today. Our next scheduled meeting is November 24th, 6 o'clock.
Okay, Safety?
Safety did not meet. Our next meeting is November 24th following service.
Thank you, sir. Rules Committee?
Rules did meet tonight. We reviewed the round 2 of alleys, and we took ordinance 2025-40 off our agenda, sent it to council sort of in retroactive fashion. We approved the tree commission's request to expand the committee from 3 to 5 members, 3 to 7 members, and talked about developer tap fees, and Matt will be contacting other municipalities to see what they do.
Yeah, you know, that's something, we really need to figure that out, because we don't want to be too kind. I mean, we want to be like everyone else. So, yeah, that's something we got to talk much further about, Matt, and figure that out.
Next meeting is December 8th at 6:30 or immediately following finance.
Super. Public Safety reports. Chief?
So on a sad note today, Officer Wolfen passed away this morning. He's been
he's functioned for a couple of years now, but he was still on the department, still held a commission, while he was working for his illness, but he did pass away. He also had 32 years in the military, along with us while he was in the Guard and stuff, but, so prayers for his family as they, go through this time. And other than that, everything's, rolling along. I did have, one of the full-time guys has stepped down to part-time, due to some health issues. So, we're back on the hiring block for another full-time guy to take his place. That's it.
Okay. Basel Joint Fire District.
Yeah, from last meeting last month, it's going on the budget cycle, so they're getting together, for the remainder of the year, trying to get the budget squared away for the district, and, I think Station 611 is pretty much
Back to open, yeah, I see that.
They're working at that, so the next, meeting is gonna be the 20th, November 20th, 6:30 at Station 610.
Super. Okay. We'll go into village committees and commissionings. Planning and zoning. Brandy, we do have a meeting, you say, this Thursday, and that's kind of primarily talk about the property on Canal Street, is that correct?
Yes, I think Matt has more information regarding that.
The property on Canal Street, variance request for that. Liberty Union's requesting the schools is requesting a
Oh, it's-
rezone of their
Yes,
properties.
yes.
And, the D.R. Horton is requesting a plat vacation of the current Sleepy Hollow, so.
Okay.
We would be
We'll
looking
talk
at-
about that,
yeah.
okay. All right, tree commission. I know we got approved for another tree grant, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, which is awesome.
They did plant some trees out
Yeah,
at
at the cemetery.
the Basel.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And
Record.
sorry, but also the fire department helped with that, volunteered and provided assistance with that also, so it was
Good.
nice.
Good, that is good.
Yeah.
Good partners to have. Records Commission, Brian, is there anything current on that?
The records that were approved last month were scheduled to be shredded this Friday.
Okay. All right, and the Bicentennial Commission, Debbie?
Yeah, we have one more event left, that is November 16th. It's gonna be a panel discussion. I think it's gonna be fun. It has Ron Bibler, Mr. Ron Bibler will be there, Mr. Weaver, and Leota Trimmer. And it's basically just a memory fest of how things were back in the day, I think.
Is it, it's at the museum?
Yeah, it's at, 1 to 3.
Up here or at
it's
the museum?
at
Oh, up
the
here?
house.
Oh, okay.
And then I also wanted just to bring up real quick, Brandy had brought something up a couple weeks ago, and it didn't really register, and then later it did. And I just wanna bring this up to council to see what you guys wanna do. When we got the bicentennial logo, what we had talked about was then taking some bicentennial stuff off that logo and using that logo as a permanent logo, new logo for the village. And I had kind of forgotten about that, but Melissa had not, we had talked about her getting, unless she got it to you, a, logo that looks like that, where she took everything off and see what that looks like. And I just kinda wanted to throw it out there.
I don't know if I've seen it without the other stuff.
No, she hasn't
I
done
don't
it.
think
Oh,
she's
okay.
modified it, but I do wanna give credit, it's Melissa Pickens,
Yeah, she does.
Design
It'll be good, whatever it is then.
that logo, so.
Yes.
So that's what I'm asking though, do you think, well, we'll have to see it, I guess.
Yeah.
in order to
If
make
we see it,
decision.
yeah, we'll take a look.
And I think that would have to be specifically communicated
Okay.
via, Matt, the VA, too, cause I think she spoke with me and she said that she had given the village permission to utilize the logo. But
Yes.
in terms of modifying it, I don't think she was clear either on exactly what was wanted,
Okay.
so.
Anything else, Debbie?
I think that you can probably take bicentennial committee off the agenda from here on out, because we won't have any more events after that.
I think,
Great job.
what time is that?
1 to 3.
I'm out of town. I gotta try to get back in. That'd be there's a lot of history there. Bunch of older men that know a lot about the village. I'm just
I know,
kidding.
well, I told-
I'm just kidding, Ronnie.
I told my sister, I was like, Ron Bidler is gonna be, and she was like, oh my God, he's younger than me.
Yeah, well, between him and Mr. Weaver, I'd say they cover the gamut.
Well, I think they are also floating around the idea of trying to live stream it.
Oh, really?
They asked if we have Wi-Fi. I don't know exactly what.
I know they at least wanna video it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Cool. Very cool. All right. Well, we'll go into motions.
Foreman makes a motion that we accept the proposal from Local Waste to provide trash services to the village.
Do we have some discussion on that?
Yeah.
Was
Pardon
there
me?
a second? Was there a second? I'll second.
I have a question. So, did we get a clarification in terms of why we were being charged more? I think they briefly touched upon it, but why we were being charged more previously and now we're able to, I was just curious if that's been.
Well, I think because I failed, and Matt and I talked about this, we failed. When we do stuff like that, it should be a sealed bid. And we didn't do it on purpose, but it wasn't a sealed bid. And somehow, at one point, Local Waste was cheaper, and then all of a sudden they weren't.
I think she's talking about why we were charged more.
Yes.
and
Oh,
Why
now
talks
yeah,
about
I don't
Rumpke,
know. I
why
didn't-
our
I didn't-
charges were
I don't know.
in excess.
Well, they did away with the fuel surcharge and all that.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. But what? But why have it in there and then not have it in there? I don't.
It's their prerogative to take it out. And they're $2 cheaper than local.
The
Well,
Rumpke guy would like to address that.
Sure.
Can you, yeah.
So, I guess we were not under the impression we were going to lose this contract, because we were under the impression if we were, there would be a bid process. So we were under the impression that, we were in negotiating good faith with the village to continue our contract. When we found out that that wasn't the case and that there was other quotes being floated out there, we decided to take a harder look. So typically when we reach the end of our contracts, we either negotiate in good faith or there's a bid process, which again, we would take a harder look at things then. But we weren't aware of any bid process or anything like that, so that's where that came in the line for
Sure.
us.
I think too, in all honesty, with the change of administrations and stuff like that, changes come. It's not good faith. I just feel like good faith would have been to be, because it wasn't cheaper ahead of time, and then when we got the bids in, you undercut it after we had the bids. Your first bid to us was higher, and then all of a sudden it was lower. So I don't understand how that came to be, and quite frankly, that's on us. Again, I take responsibility for not having sealed
Our
bids.
process, I believe, was flawed.
Yes.
We should have just said publicly, we're putting it out for bid.
Yeah.
Accept sealed bids, that's the way it goes. And we didn't, so in that regard, I believe our process.
Yeah, and it was on me.
And
Yes.
has been in the past flawed.
Right.
And it's not supposed to be an auction, it's supposed to be a sealed bid.
Well, that's a good way of putting it.
We do need
Yes.
to make sure.
And if it becomes an auction, then the person with the deepest pockets is gonna win. And I would rather it have been done correctly. And we are gonna save the residents money. We are gonna have added services with cameras on the trucks. We are gonna be using local providers. And so that is why I based my decision and made the motion that I made.
I know this is gonna be really shocking, but I agree with you.
We agree on way more than we disagree on, I assure you.
I agree. I think it's I compare, you can compare price, but you can compare performance as well. And it just seems like the equipment that they have is kind of amazing. And so,
We have cameras on all of our trucks as well that score our drivers. So they're based upon a score every time they go out to drive every day. So that's technology that we have on our trucks as well.
Gotcha. I think the other thing too,
is, I didn't know that. Nobody ever said that to us about that and when we started all this, but here we are and we gotta make a decision, so I guess we'll just figure this out right now.
Here, let me ask you a question. So the, fuel charge is still off?
Fuel charge is off, and
What was the fuel charge based on?
based off the diesel fuel index.
Yeah.
And don't you run compressed natural gas trucks?
Not out of, we run our trash trucks out of Circleville, and
So
those are all diesel.
They're all diesel.
And if I may, the rate that we provided, you guys would save your residents $1.29 a month. If they didn't have a card, and if they did have a card, it'd be $2.29 a month. So I don't think we provide a bad service to the village.
And I don't think anybody's saying that either. I just,
I don't think so.
So
again, we failed by not doing a sealed bid because your price changed from the first bid we got to the last bid we got, and that was on us because
Okay, but local waste plant came back with theirs too.
I guess I'm having trouble understanding what the reason is if we're providing a great service at a lower cost.
I just wanna make sure everybody goes back and reviews the paper that was provided with the comparison, just to see, cause that does explain the different costs.
I do have additional copies if anybody needs.
Is there anything preventing us from redoing it all?
Well,
it's
it'd be
timeline
pointless
now.
It'd be pointless, yeah. One, we're up against time constraints, as was mentioned earlier, and two, since everybody's numbers are already out there, as I said, it becomes an auction instead of a sealed bid, and whoever's got the deepest pockets will always win the auction.
So I guess where do we go from here?
So are we at a vote?
Yeah, I guess we could vote and let chips fall where they may, or
Yeah.
we can continue to discuss it.
But we don't really have the time to, we don't have the time, we could discuss it tonight, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, well, that
as far
decision
as,
needs to be made tonight,
yes.
so, at the moment, there's only one motion on the table.
So I guess I would take that to a vote, see where we're at.
Foreman,
Yes.
Schaffner,
Yes.
Cosgrave,
Yes.
McCreary,
No.
Phillips,
No.
Reedy.
No.
Yes.
We've never had a complaint.
But
This is a,
the fiscal officer doesn't have a vote here.
this is a,
I know. And you're passing on it to,
We're lowering the rate.
no, you're not lowering it. No, you're not. You just increased the cost.
No, we're lowering it from what we are
What it
paying
was.
currently is waste.
No, no, you're not.
That's why I said everybody needs to make sure they look at this paper.
It was,
No, you're not.
if the fuel charge was in there,
We're
it is
from what
lowering
we
it.
bid.
Do you have that comparison paperwork?
Yeah.
I got that.
percent in last week.
I've got a copy of the bill from the fourth
Meeting
quarter.
was
if that
out.
helps.
There we go.
It was from the last meeting. I just did a search.
Okay, this is the fourth quarter of 2024?
Yes.
Here's, that's a
If you add in the fuel surcharge with everything else, the rate is lower with our bid than what it is currently.
yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
If you look at just the base rate, it's not. But the Rumpke consolidated fuel surcharge chart that you can find online shows that in October, the fuel surcharge should have been 17.27%.
But we no longer have fuel surcharge.
Well, for the next contract, that is
We
true.
have for the last 20 years.
Correct. But
So
And the whole point of fuel surcharge is they can just put it back on.
not during this
Not
contract.
during this contract, they can't.
I just think it comes down to dollars and cents, in my opinion.
My opinion.
just have to
So
remember
what are we fixing?
to do the bids, silent bids. Yeah, yeah.
This will require legislation, which I'll prepare for the next council meeting.
For us to vote on it?
Well, it requires an ordinance to approve the contract with the company that council selected, so I'll have that prepared. Unless something changes, I'll have it prepared for the next meeting.
It has to go through 3 readings, it'll go through 3 readings, right?
Well, I'll include emergency language due to the expiration date of the current contract.
Yeah.
So where are we with this?
Unless somebody's changing their vote, I think it's already done.
Well, legislation will be prepared, and council can,
We still have to approve it.
you still have to approve that
Okay.
legislation.
So I'm confused, which way did it go?
Well, the mayor broke the tie. So that,
I'm sorry, what did the mayor say?
I voted for it to go to local waste.
Got it.
so Jeff will be preparing legislation, so the next meeting we'll have the first reading of that piece of legislation.
And I'll include emergency language due to the pending expiration.
But
It doesn't have
if
to be
the
passed.
vote stays the way it is, the emergency language won't work, correct?
Well,
If we're divided 3-3 and the mayor's the deciding vote, the emergency language would delay it for 3 readings.
exactly.
I know if we're moving on to that one, we need to make a motion to go into executive session.
Yeah, well, you would make a motion.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a motion to move into executive session.
To have,
for-
talk about it tonight? Yeah, we could.
Well, no, because for the purpose of possible litigation.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't we usually go through all the readings, do it at the end of the meeting?
Yeah, but we still have to make the motion.
Oh, that's right, yes, okay, I'll second that. Yep, sorry.
So I need to go to the,
No, we need a roll call on the motion and second for the executive session.
Okay, McCurry,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cosner,
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Now,
okay.
if there are no other motions.
So who is the sponsor on this first one?
I don't have one.
Which one's that?
The professional services for the wastewater
We
treatment
don't have
plant?
a sponsor for that. That's the one that came out of service, one of the study done, this is the.
Is that 40?
Yeah, that's 41.
That's the first ordinance on there. So I do need a sponsor for that. Okay. Can I get a sponsor for the first reading?
Sure, I'll sponsor it.
Super. All right, I'm gonna read this ordinance. Ordinance 2025-41, an ordinance authorizing the village administrator to enter into an agreement with the Jacobs Engineering Group Incorporated for professional services for improvements to the wastewater treatment plant and the declaration of emergency. Any discussion on that?
And Brian, my recollection is that can go 3 readings.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next reading then, which is, Gar is this, Mr. Phillips is the sponsor of that. Ordinance 2025-42, permanent of annual appropriations ordinance of the Village of Baltimore, Ohio for 2026, and the declaration of emergency.
This is for the 2026 budget.
Yes, and we're definitely letting that go to another reading,
Yes.
yeah, okay. Second reading, ordinance, Ms. Schaffner is the sponsor of this one, ordinance 2025-40, an ordinance amending chapter 281, Public Records Policy of Baltimore Codified Ordinances in order to adopt a policy on the production or inspection of video records, which is what we talked about earlier.
There's no emergency language on
So
it.
that can go to a third reading.
Yeah. Third readings there are none. Table ordinances there are none. Is there any old business that anyone would like to discuss? I was just sharing with.
resident from out there
Yeah.
says this is the best it's ever been.
Yeah, she, my wife went to vote and she noticed the last name. She said, tell the council that we appreciate it, everything being fixed out there. She was very pleased. So yeah, it is fixed. Any new business that anybody would like to talk about?
I do have something in the new business, just as a, I keep hearing over and over, that there is a problem out on Basel Road, the greenhouse where D.R. Horton is going into. Do you ever go out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On what basis?
Well, I mean, I'm just hearing that there's all kinds of stuff going on out there, prostitution and, okay.
I mean, alleged prostitution?
Alleged prostitution.
I was gonna say alleged whatever.
All right, okay.
Here's what I'll tell you. There's a lot of stuff I think that go on out there, but I think that's all going to get solved. Because they're closing on it.
In a finite number of days, there's a
Yeah.
bulldozer ready to get
Yes.
solve that.
And the dozer's already sitting out there.
All right, I
So,
just,
The
Yes.
end of that is already on the calendar.
yes.
just being told, and I'm like,
Yeah.
finally need to
You
bring
can
it
tell
up.
them there's a date on the calendar certain when that will end.
So so we're good on the new business. So is there anybody else that would like to speak in the gallery?
You know, I know my bill's gonna go from $50 to 44. Would have gone to 44 if you'd kept the same company. But I'd have been $8 cheaper. Excuse me, $6 cheaper a quarter.
Okay. So now,
I don't think you folks really worked on the price and the way it was gonna be. I don't, did they ask the senior citizen what they pay? It's right here, here's the proposal.
I added it up. I think it's $1 more than what I pay right now.
per month or per quarter? Per quarter.
If you're a senior citizen, it's gonna be $45. And under the other, your current would have been 44, 80 something.
Okay. So now we go into executive session? Okay.
If the visitors are finished.
Yeah. Anybody else?
The senior rate for 3 months will be $48.36 for 3 months.
Is Phil allowed to
The
stay?
senior rate this past quarter was $52.23. So it's almost $9 less per quarter for seniors. Now our price is only what one TV price is. But after 20 years of fuel surcharges, they should go to retail.
This is a lesson in why we should do the bid process.
Yeah, and we
properly.
failed that. So we're going to. Yeah. All right. If that's it, thanks everyone for coming. Thank you for coming, Jeff. Is there anything I need to sign?
Thank you.
That's fine. No one has a problem with you voted no.
That way you gotta be familiar.
Hey, how you doing, Phil? New council member.
Hey.
So put a name with the face. Super.
You won one, right?
No.
Someone from your table won one.
I went, oh,
Big winners.
The big winner's right here. Yeah. Him.
Yeah, I didn't win it
Yeah,
for this
yeah,
year.
you did get that, and I was like, oh, because they mispronounced your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, it's cause
Close
Greg.
enough. I got one too, so.
Oh, good.
What did you get?
I got the Taurus, 45.
Oh, you got the
I'm
big
like,
one.
that's pretty
Who
good.
was
Got the
big
BB
winner
gun.
in the back? Who was that guy?
I have no idea, but he won at least 3.
Oh, and,
50-50, right?
50-50.
Jeez. There's always a big winner and it's never me. It's a good thing I win daily because I never win at those things.
No,